Welcome aboard, everyone. It is so wonderful to have you back in the galley with me today. If you are new here, pull up a jump seat and get comfortable. I'm Chloe. I have been a flight attendant for over 12 years, flying across the country and around the world. I have helped nervous passengers find their seats. I have calmed anxious travelers during bumpy landings, and I have stood at that boarding door watching thousands of people shuffle past me every single week. Because I spend so much time in airports, I notice patterns. I see the same mistakes happening over and over again. I watch people get pulled out of line. I see the frustration on their faces when items get confiscated. And I have to tell you, my senior travelers, my absolute favorite group of passengers, tend to make a handful of avoidable errors that cause delays, embarrassment, and sometimes lost belongings. Today, we are going to walk through 12 luggage mistakes that get seniors flagged at security. These are not obscure rules or gotcha tricks. These are simple, common errors that I see every single week. The good news is that every single one of them is completely preventable. So grab a cup of tea, maybe get a notepad, and let's make sure your next trip through security is smooth sailing. Mistake number one, ignoring the 3-ounce one bag rule. This is the big one. The TSA's 3-ounce one bag rule states that all liquids, gels, and aerosols in your carry on must be in containers of 3.4 ounces or less, all fitting inside one clear quart sized bag with one bag per passenger. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen travelers with full sized shampoo bottles or large tubes of toothpaste get stopped at security. The officers will confiscate anything over that limit without hesitation. Here is what catches people off guard. The container size matters, not how much liquid is inside. If you have a half-empty 8-ounce bottle of lotion, it still violates the rule because the container exceeds 3.4 ounces. Transfer your favorite products into travel-size containers or purchase smaller versions before you fly. Mistake number two, forgetting to remove your liquids bag for screening. Even if you packed your liquids correctly, you still need to take that quart-sized bag out of your carry-on and place it in a separate bin for x-ray screening. I see seniors rushing through the line, keeping everything tucked away neatly, and then getting pulled aside because the scanner flagged something. The agent has to dig through your belongings to find the liquids while the line backs up behind you. Unless you have TSA pre-check, that liquids bag needs to come out every single time. Keep it somewhere accessible in your carry-on so you can grab it quickly when you reach the conveyor belt. Mistake number three, not declaring liquid medications. Here is something that trips up many seniors. The TSA allows medically necessary liquids, gels, and creams in quantities larger than 3.4 ounces. You can bring your prescription cough syrup, your liquid heart medication, your insulin. However, you must declare these items to the TSA officer at the beginning of the screening process. Simply inform them before your bag goes through the x-ray. Say something like, "I have liquid medication in my bag." If you do not declare them, the scanner may flag your bag, and you will face additional screening that could have been avoided. The medications do not need to be in original prescription bottles for domestic travel, but keeping them labeled can help prevent misunderstandings. Mistake number four, packing food items that count as liquids. This one surprises so many travelers. Items like peanut butter, yogurt, hummus, soft cheeses, jams, and applesauce are considered liquids under TSA regulations. The rule is simple. Anything that spreads, pours, or smears is treated as a liquid. I watched a lovely grandmother lose an entire jar of homemade strawberry preserves because she did not realize it counted. She was bringing it as a gift for her daughter. If you want to bring these items, put them in your checked luggage where there are no liquid restrictions. Otherwise, they need to follow the 311 rule, which usually means leaving them behind at the checkpoint. Mistake number five, leaving oversized scissors or sharp objects in your carry-on. Here's some good news. Scissors are allowed in your carry-on, but only if the blades are shorter than 4 inches measured from the pivot point. Knitting needles, crochet hooks, and sewing needles are also permitted. Many seniors enjoy crafting during long flights, and TSA understands that. However, I see travelers forget about larger craft scissors, letter openers, box cutters, or utility knives tucked into the bottom of their bags from previous trips. These items will be confiscated immediately. If you have any doubt about a sharp item, put it in your checked luggage. The TSA website has a searchable tool called "What Can I Bring?" where you can verify whether a specific item is allowed. Mistake number 6, not informing TSA about metal implants. If you have a hip replacement, knee replacement, pacemaker, or any internal metal device, studies show that over 90% of these implants will trigger the metal detector. The key is to inform the TSA officer before you go through screening. Do not wait until the alarm sounds and everyone is staring at you. You can use the TSA notification card to communicate discreetly. The card will not exempt you from additional screening, but it alerts the officer to expect an alarm. Many airports now have full body scanners that work better for travelers with implants because they create an image rather than detecting metal. You can request to use the scanner instead. Telling them up front prevents confusion and speeds up the process. Mistake number 7, packing lithium batteries in checked luggage. This is a safety rule that many travelers do not know about. Spare lithium batteries, including portable phone chargers and power banks, are prohibited in checked baggage. They must be carried in your carry-on, where you can access them during the flight. The concern is something called thermal runaway. This is a chain reaction where a damaged lithium battery keeps getting hotter and can catch fire. In 2024 alone, the FAA recorded nearly 90 incidents involving lithium batteries overheating on flights. Keep your spare batteries with you in the cabin where any issue can be addressed immediately. Devices with installed batteries can go in checked bags, but keeping them in your carry-on is still recommended. Mistake number 8, wrapping gifts before your flight. If you are traveling with wrapped presents, especially during the holidays, be prepared for potential problems. TSA officers may need to inspect the contents of your bag, and if a wrapped package triggers an alarm or looks suspicious on the X-ray, they will unwrap it right there at the checkpoint. I have seen beautifully wrapped gifts with ribbons and bows torn open in front of their owners. My advice is simple. Wait until you arrive at your destination to wrap your gifts, or use a gift bag that can be easily opened and resealed without ruining the presentation. Your loved ones will still appreciate the thought. Mistake number 9, burying electronics deep in your bag. Large electronics like laptops and tablets need to be removed from your bag and placed in a separate bin for screening. If you have packed your laptop at the very bottom of your carry-on, underneath layers of clothing and toiletries, you are going to hold up the entire line while you dig it out. Pack strategically. Keep your electronics near the top of your bag or in an easily accessible pocket. Some travelers use a separate laptop sleeve that slides in and out quickly. This simple habit can save you several minutes at the checkpoint and reduce the stress of fumbling through your belongings while people wait behind you. Mistake number 10, forgetting items in your pockets. Coins, keys, metal eyeglass cases, belt buckles, and even tissues with foil wrappers can trigger the alarm or show up on the body scanner. I see seniors go through screening and then get pulled aside for additional pat-downs because they forgot a set of keys or a handful of change in their pocket. Before you even get in line, empty your pockets completely. Put everything into your carry-on bag so it goes through the X-ray together. This includes your phone, your watch, and any jewelry that might cause an alarm. Taking 30 seconds to do this can save you 5 minutes of additional screening. Mistake number 11, accidentally packing prohibited items. It happens more often than you might think. A small can of pepper spray from your purse that you forgot was there, a souvenir pocket knife tucked into a side pocket from a trip years ago, a lighter you tossed in your bag and never removed. These items are prohibited in carry-on luggage and will be confiscated. Pepper spray can only travel in checked bags and only if it has a safety mechanism and is under 4 ounces. Knives of any kind, except for plastic or round-bladed butter knives, are not allowed in your carry-on. Before every trip, do a thorough check of your bags. Look in every pocket and compartment. You would be amazed at what people forget they are carrying. 12th mistake, using the wrong type of lock on your checked baggage. TSA officers must be able to inspect checked bags when necessary. If you use a regular padlock or combination lock, they will cut it off to access your belongings, and you will never see that lock again. TSA recognized locks have a special feature that allows security officers to open them with a master key and then relock them without causing damage. Look for locks that display the red Travel Sentry logo or are specifically labeled as TSA approved. This protects your belongings, ensures your bag stays secure after inspection, and means you still have a functioning lock when you arrive. Now that we have covered the 12 mistakes, let me give you a quick pre-flight checklist. Before you leave for the airport, do a full review of your bags. Check that all liquids are under 3.4 ounces and packed in a clear quart-sized bag. Remove any sharp objects over the allowed size. Make sure spare lithium batteries are in your carry-on. Empty every pocket and compartment to find forgotten prohibited items. Use TSA-approved locks on your checked luggage. If you have a medical implant or need to travel with liquid medication, prepare to inform the officer before screening begins. If you want extra peace of mind, download the My TSA app on your phone. It has a searchable database where you can type in any item and find out whether it is allowed. It also shows real-time security wait times at your specific airport. I also want to remind you about TSA Cares. This is a helpline specifically designed to assist travelers with disabilities, medical conditions, or anyone who needs extra help navigating the screening process. You can call them at 855-787-2227 at least 72 hours before your flight to arrange assistance. Seniors 75 and older receive modified screening procedures, so never hesitate to ask for help. I know all of these rules can feel overwhelming at first, but trust me, once you know them, traveling becomes so much easier. You will breeze through security with confidence. No more watching your belongings get searched. No more losing items you could have simply packed differently. I want you to enjoy every moment of your journey. Whether you are visiting grandchildren, taking a dream vacation, or simply getting away for a few days, you deserve a seamless airport experience. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Please take a few minutes to review your packing before your next trip. Share these tips with your friends and travel companions. And if this information was helpful, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. Stay safe, pack smart, and I will see you in the skies. Bye, everyone.